a person, a disciplinarian, a person that didn't cuss at all, and I didn't fool with drinking, and it was just a thing that I wanted to be somebody special for them and for our kids that we had there. And that's what made us. That's what made us do what we did. Those kids, if I showed you them books that I've got that stacked, that high, just when they turn around and write letters to you, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. They wrote letters about how much it meant for them to have me as a head coach, and this went through almost all the sports that we was involved in. But I know I've got a talks at this thing they having coming up. I don't really want to. Told Doc I didn't really want to, and I said, you know, I wouldn't turn today and do anything different. None. And when you can turn around and know that you have done exactly what you had set out to do, and you stayed with it for that long a period of time, that's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. So our coaches, our coaches were outstanding. We worked. I wasn't a drill sergeant. I wasn't any of that. We sat down and talked together. We was up at 2 and 3 and 4 in the morning, working on Saturdays and Sundays, and it was a great part of the time of my life. I just wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't go in and change anything. A lot of people say, well, I wish I hadn't done it that way. Well, I don't feel that. I feel like I done it my way, and the kids played well. I mean, when you get a team that'll play like that for you, wow, that's special, big time. And it just don't come around. You just don't see that. So here I was, I'm stopped. And so I decided to get out. And then at that point, I decided I would like to be an athletic director. And I started doing that. And I said, well, I'm going to do it the same way I did my football. I'm going to go out in the country, everywhere in the United States, and and we had foreign countries. Coach, now when we start looking at coaches that we've got, basketball coaches, baseball coaches, football coaches, all these great coaches, you've got to have a leader to make it work. And I know I got Bob Beatty. I called down Missouri. I got after him. He couldn't come the first year. I kept after him. Kevin Wright, who's down in Florida, and he's been ranked number 2 in the country for a long time. He coached with me, with us, and I picked him out. And then I think when you start playing basketball around this place, and you got a guy what we have with Mike Zabo, I mean, I had 130 applications come through for that job.
130 for the basketball job?
About the program. And I knew, and probably don't want to put this in there, I went out to the airport to pick him up. On his final thing, I had 7 people left. And I had like 10 in the arch. And I wanted to let them ask the questions. But when you up there and you being interviewed, what you got to do is be alert from. Most of the coaches go, let me see what he's got. He's going to go from here to the left. We'll have a teacher here. We might have a priest over here like this. I wouldn't let them do it. I jumped it.
Yeah.
I jumped it. And then when we jumped it, they had 1 minute to answer the question. 1. So finally he comes in for that 7th group of 7. And I told him, I said, Mike, I got you off the plane. I got you in my truck. And I just want to tell you this. You're my favorite. But I will kill you if you screw this up. Because I want you here bad. And I want you, he just died laughing. We both did. And I was just aggravating him. And he's been with it ever since. And you look what he's done, what Bob Beatty's done, what all these other coaches have done. Most of those guys I hired through the athletic director. And it's just, I was just kind of dividing this out, letting you kind of get an idea of what we were involved with, how good our coaches are. And you've got to have good coaches. You get some coaches out there that will not be that good. You got ours that work hard, do everything they possibly can to win, and that makes us look good here as a high school. But Trinity High School is the best high school in the country by far, I don't think there's anybody can surpass us at all. And that's because of who we got, the teachers, their parents, the players, just everybody means a lot. And that makes it, put it into a special deal. Now I know I've talked a lot.
I
And
appreciate
you can
your time.
break it. You don't have to. I've gone through the things that I would be if you ask me a question. You can ask the question you want to,
Yeah.
because you'll hear it, and then watch how I work with it. And then if I make mistakes, just go ahead and, coach is messing it up again. Just
Right.
don't.